Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Red Dead Redemption 2 video, we are going to be solving the mystery of Bigfoot, and we're also going to be getting into the mysterious giant's hiding place, which is something that I've been wanting to do for a bit now. Now, in order to check out this mystery for yourself, you're going to need to have identified 30 animals in-game. So in order to check this for yourself, just go to your compendium and see if you have successfully identified 30 animals. And if you've done so, you need to head just to the east of the Wapiti Indian Reservation. And if you do that successfully, you'll notice that when you get there for the first time, there's like a mysterious flock of birds that all take off at once. Now, this is not unusual to see in Red Dead Redemption 2. You know, animals in nature are very dynamic, but this is like very pronounced. And you'll notice that they start flying in the opposite direction. You actually need to follow them. Now, it's not incredibly difficult to keep up with these birds, but it is something that might be a little bit challenging for some. So just keep looking up, see where they're going. And this is obviously going to only be possible on horseback. You wouldn't be able to do this if you were on foot. And eventually, these birds will lead you to the giant's hideout, who I think is Bigfoot. We'll talk about the lore and mystery of that a little bit later, but when you get there, you'll know you're close when you go through this like bright field of flowers. It's going to be like orange and purple, and when you get to the location, the birds will start to scatter, and you'll be able to have this conversation. Take a listen to this.
Hello, little fella.
Hi,
What's your name?
John. John Marston, usually. Who are you?
Well, I'm not telling you that. I like to be anonymous. I like to blend in. That's a joke. I'm well known for my humor, you see. Anyway, be well.
So that was a really short conversation, and whoever is hiding behind there wants to obviously remain anonymous. And that is your first encounter that you can have with Bigfoot or the Lonely Giant in Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, upon doing this for the first time, I immediately noticed that this giant is on some sort of like cliffside that we normally don't have access to. So I was doing my best to like see what was up there. I started using the different camera angles. I even tried jumping up and running up the side of the mountain. That didn't seem to work. And you guys can see where we're located right here, very close to the top of the map. And because of that, there's no way to go around on either side and jump down from the top. So it looks like Rockstar did not want us to get up there. And that was sort of begging the question, well, were they hiding something? Did they want to conceal Bigfoot's identity? Is there someone up there that was actually producing that sound? That's what we're going to be finding out right now. So if you guys watched actually one of my more popular Red Dead Redemption 2 videos, getting up to the Devil's Hideout in that mysterious hidden cave, I was thinking to myself, maybe I could do something similar where I jump from rock to rock and I end up being able to vaulting my way there, but I wasn't having a ton of luck with that. In fact, the only thing I saw that might generate some success was this little like sloped path on the left-hand side. That seemed to be like the one way in which I might be able to get up because I was having a little bit of success. And then eventually with enough perseverance, I was actually able to get up. And I think this is a glitch. I don't think Rockstar naturally wants you to get up here. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But you guys can see we are up here. And the first thing I wanted to check out was what's behind this big rock structure right here. And unfortunately, I was not met with a Bigfoot or the carcass of a Bigfoot. Instead, it's just this weird little area back here with these sort of untexturized, smooth rocks, which again, I think emphasizes the fact that Rockstar did not want us to be back here. It's really weird. Your head like starts to clip through things. So I definitely think Rockstar didn't want us to be back in this area, but you can clearly see that it's like really different and really unique. I tried doing a couple things like shooting the rock or shooting in the area to see if I could generate another response from the Lonely Giant or from Bigfoot. I wasn't able to do anything like that. And afterwards, I basically just explored around a little bit. And I actually wasn't done exploring, but I think I got a little bit too close to the edge. And when that happened, I ended up slipping off. Like, it didn't look like I was going to slip off, but I did. Another thing that indicates that, you might not supposed to be up there. And I tried replicating this glitch again with not a lot of success. So this is something you guys can try as well. It's kind of difficult. It might take you a couple of tries, but it was a way in which you can explore that area where the Lonely Giant is. Now, there's actually one more conversation that you're supposed to have with the Lonely Giant, and it happens after 3 days in game. So if you sleep or you just go do something else for 3 days and then you end up coming back, this is the second conversation that you can have. Take a listen to this right now.
Hello there, friend. How are you? Don't be afraid. People think I'm a monster, but I'm not. It's John, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are you well?
Yes. How are you?
Happy and lonely, like everyone.
Sure.
Is it as bad as they say out there?
As who says?
As the animals?
Yeah.
I thought so. Anyway, be well.
So there's a couple of things that I picked up on here. Number one is a lot of people think that he is a monster. And if this was Bigfoot, obviously a lot of people would think that Bigfoot's a monster. He also has a good relationship with the animals. Bigfoot would obviously have a good relationship with the animals. So I really do believe that this Lonely Giant here is Bigfoot. And I don't know if this was just circumstantial or if it was random, but the second I had that conversation, like a big bear came and attacked me, like a grizzly bear. So I don't know if there was a connection there because it certainly wasn't there when I walked up. Maybe it was just a random encounter. I'm not sure. But I wanted to see if I could get back up in the Lonely Giant's den one more time to see maybe after our second encounter, could I find out something up there that I didn't the first time? And luckily for me, I was able to replicate the glitch. I was able to get back on the inside, but unfortunately, there was nothing there. Now, this time I wanted to do a little bit more exploring, so I ended up doing some parkour, and you can actually jump on the rocks up there. Again, I really don't believe Rockstar meant for us to get here, but there really wasn't anything to check out either. You could just sort of glitch your way back there, but really nothing comes of it. So I'm not going to lie to you guys. I was a little bit disappointed in this. And even though this is definitely different than the cave hermit, because we physically see him, we know that he exists, the fact that we hear this mysterious voice, but we don't know where it comes from, to me, that is very shocking. Again, we don't know if he's invisible, if he disappears, if it's the rock that's talking to us instead of some creature back there. There is a lot of things that I think are unknown regarding this. Now, a couple of other things to note as well. You can only trigger this event from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. I'm not sure why, but those are the times in which you can do it. And you can also only trigger it when the weather is sunny. So if it's rainy, stormy, cloudy, or snowy, the giant will not talk to you. So I'm not sure why that's the case. Maybe it has something to do with the birds in the air that ultimately lead you here, but it will only work on clear, sunny days, and you have to be between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m., which again is a little random, but maybe it's just what allows the giant's conversation to ultimately trigger. And I don't know if you're supposed to see a face in the rock itself. As I'm looking at it right here, I can kind of see, maybe that's a face and maybe that's what's ending up talking to us instead of a physical creature like Bigfoot. But I'm really not too sure. We know that there are massive giant bone remains that can actually be found throughout the world, but that's on a totally different side. It's nowhere near where this Lonely Giant's hideout is. So I don't know if those are connected or separate at all. Now, really the final thing that I tried to do here was maybe generate another response from the giant. I ended up throwing some fire bottles up there and it didn't do anything. I've actually got a video coming out probably tomorrow talking about some interesting location in game that does react to fire bottles. I feel like I say that in every video, like I've got another one coming up soon, but there's just so many mysteries to tackle in Red Dead Redemption 2 that I am running across so many that I find really fascinating. So again, be on the lookout for that. That'll probably be coming out tomorrow. But anyways, that right there is my interaction with the Lonely Giant in Red Dead Redemption 2 and also getting up into his secret hideout. Unfortunately, we weren't able to find anything cool, but it was still interesting to get up there nonetheless because it's definitely an area that Rockstar did not expect anyone to be able to get to. So anyways, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Let me know what you think about this mystery. Was there something that I was missing? Let me know your thoughts, opinions, and more in the comments down below. If you did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily Red Dead Redemption 2 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.